All right. We are monitoring two storms spinning over the Atlantic at this hour. The combination of Hurricane Humberto and Tropical Storm Imelda could bring dangerous conditions to the entire eastern seaboard as the week goes on. So let's bring in CBS News Philly meteorologist Grant Gilmore with another look at the national forecast. Hey, Grant.
Hey, good morning, Vlad. Look, there was always a lot of uncertainty in how both of these systems were going to interact with each other and ultimately what that was going to do in terms of impacts for the United States. Let me show you the latest here as we pull up the satellite here. This is actually a view of both of these systems coming down from our satellites up in space. So we've got Humberto right here, Cat 4 hurricane, and then we've got what is now Tropical Storm Imelda. Both of these systems are slowly moving to the north. However, they are beginning to interact with each other just a little bit. I want to show you the latest run of one of our forecast models here. And this will show you where the potential track for both of these systems are going to go. Obviously up to the north. And then notice how Imelda just quickly turns to the right or turns to the east and goes away from the eastern half of the United States. That's great news. Now, we're still going to see some impacts here from Imelda. In fact, we're beginning to see those impacts this morning. But I want to show you those official forecast tracks, again, from the National Hurricane Center. Just look how quickly, I mean, we're talking within the next 24 hours or so, Imelda is going to take a hard right turn and then quickly race out over into the central Atlantic. So why is that happening? Well, these are a couple of things that ultimately help steer where systems go, and that is these tropical systems like to take the path of least resistance. They don't like to fight up against high pressure systems or other elements in the atmosphere. So what we have here, we've got Hurricane Humberto. That is the stronger system right now. So watch as we plot the pressure around both of these systems. What's going to happen is the pressure from Humberto is going to begin to open up a door for Imelda to then turn to the right. So those two systems begin to interact. And there's an element of what you've heard as this Fujiwara effect, where two tropical systems begin to spin around each other. And that's what also Imelda is doing. It's starting to spin and turn toward Humberto. Ultimately, Humberto opens up the door to turn to the north and east, and then there goes Imelda, there goes Humberto. They're both racing out over the northeast, and then you've got this high-pressure system nosing in from the north to block the eastern seaboard from any recurvature back to the west. Now, we're still going to see some impacts, mainly in the form of surf and dangerous rip currents. We could see some waves up along the southeastern coast, upwards of 12 feet along Georgia, South Carolina, even North Carolina. But rip current concerns all along the eastern seaboard throughout the middle of the week. Those wind gusts are beginning to pick up as well. We could see those wind gusts upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour, anywhere from Florida all the way up to North Carolina and the Outer Banks as we go through the middle of the week. Vlad, back to you.
All right, Grant, thank you very much.